operation. The EPA requires separate ratings for varying engines and transmissions in trucks, but it doesn't require certification for every final drive. Ratings aside, we logged 15 mpg motoring around town doing household chores, none of which challenged the truck's limits, which are absurdly high after 20-some years of a marketing-driven arms race among manufacturers. That 15 mpg is a big percentage gain over the very similar crew cab LTZ4X4 we tested in 2014 with a 6-speed automatic, which delivered only 13 miles from a gallon of regular. Back then, we had many complaints about clunky noises and jolting shift operation of that 6-speed, the new 8-speed exhibited none of those bad habits. Smooth shifts and quiet operation are key components in comfort. To that, add creamy ride quality, another Silverado attribute, which is remarkable considering this one was a 4-wheel drive example with a live rear axle on leaf springs capable of accommodating payloads of more than 1 ton. The other side of a plush ride, of course, is handling that can be described charitably as deliberate. With its combination of compliant suspension, 20-inch wheels, typical full-size pickup mass, almost 5,600 pounds, and high center of gravity, the Silverado responds reluctantly, scaling in proportion to the degree of haste demanded by the driver. Grip 0.74 G is respectable by pickup standards, and the braking distance, 184 feet from 70 miles per hour, while lamentable, is not uncommon for vehicles in this size and weight class. On the go side of the ledger, the 5.3-liter V8 propels all this refined mass to 60 miles per hour in 7.2 seconds. That's 0.5 seconds slower than in our last test of the 6-speed version, however. One issue is that this new setup forces an additional shift in the 60 mph run. Our test driver also noted that brake torque launches with the new transmission are less effective than was the case with the 6-speed, because the electronics limit the engine to lower RPM than before. A lot of nuances influence the results when an automaker undertakes a simple swap of one major component like the transmission.